In the previous lessons, we learned how our hands, personal hygiene, and employee health can affect food safety. Now, we'll focus on another major food safety responsibility: preventing cross-contamination. Cross-contamination happens when harmful contamination is transferred from one food surface, utensil, or equipment to another. In a restaurant, that transfer can happen very easily if safe procedures aren't followed. Imagine preparing raw meat on a cutting board. The raw meat is removed. Then ready-to-eat ingredients are placed on that same surface without the required cleaning and sanitizing. Or contamination from the raw product may now be transferred to food that could be served without another cooking step. That's cross-contamination. And because contamination isn't always something we can see, smell, or taste, prevention is extremely important. One of the most important rules is keep raw animal foods separated from cooked and ready-to-eat foods. Ready-to-eat food is especially important because it may be served without another cooking step. That means contamination introduced during preparation may reach the guest. Use the appropriate work areas, cutting boards, utensils, containers, and procedures established for the task. 2. Not use equipment that contacted raw animal food for ready-to-eat food unless they have gone through cleaning and sanitizing. Consider a simple example. Raw meat is placed in a container. Later, cooked meat is placed back into that same contaminated container. Even though the meat has been properly cooked, it can become contaminated again through contact with the container. Instead, use clean and appropriately sanitized utensils, containers, and food contact surfaces for cooked or ready-to-eat foods. Cooking food safely does not protect it from contamination that happens afterward. Our hands can also move contamination from one task to another. If you handle raw food and then begin preparing ready-to-eat food without washing your hands, contamination can travel with you. That is why the hand-washing rules from Module 2 matter. When changing tasks, especially when moving from raw food to ready-to-eat food, stop and wash your hands properly if you're wearing gloves. Remember, gloves do not magically stay clean. If contaminated gloves touch raw meat, trash, or your face, those gloves can transfer contamination just like your hands can. Change them as required and wash your hands when required. Storage is another important defense against cross-contamination. Raw animal products should be stored so they cannot contaminate ready-to-eat or already prepared foods. For example, raw meat should not be positioned where its juices could leak or drip onto ready-to-eat food or produce. Use the designated storage locations and follow Guanato's food storage procedures. Keep products appropriately covered or protected. Or rearrange food simply because another shelf appears more convenient if doing so creates a contamination risk. Cross-contamination can also occur through utensils and equipment. Knives, boards, tongs, containers, tables, and thermometers. Food contact surfaces and utensils must be appropriately cleaned and sanitized according to the required procedures. We'll cover cleaning in detail later. For now, remember, a surface that looks clean is not necessarily sanitized. Another important source of contamination can be the environment around the food. Trash, cleaning chemicals, and personal belongings should be kept from contaminating food and surfaces. Food must remain protected throughout preparation, storage, transportation, and service. Produce also requires appropriate handling. Raw animal foods should remain separated from produce and ready-to-eat ingredients and follow the approved Guanato's procedure for washing produce that requires washing. 2. Not assume every packaged produce product should be washed again. Some products are specifically supplied as pre-washed or ready-to-eat and should be handled according to their labeling. 2. Imagine an employee uses clean tongs to handle cooked food. Then those same tongs are used on raw meat. Then back to the cooked food. The principle is simple. Raw stays separate. Clean stays clean. Ready-to-eat food stays protected. Another important consideration is allergen cross contact. We'll cover them in a dedicated module later in this course. 4. Understand now that utensils and surfaces can also transfer allergenic ingredients between foods. If you're ever unsure whether a surface or food may have become contaminated, do not simply continue. Stop. Protect the food. Ask the appropriate person and follow the approved procedure before continuing. Remember, keep raw animal foods separated. Prevent raw juices from dripping. Wash your hands when required between tasks. Change contaminated gloves. Clean and sanitize between tasks. Store foods properly. And when unsure, stop and ask. Our job is to break that chain before contaminated food ever reaches a guest. Next, you'll complete a short assessment on preventing cross-contamination. After that, we'll move into one of the most specific areas of food safety: time and temperature control.